excited about that.
Yeah, Alabama, from when I remember my freshman year, was a lot of fun. So to be able to come back and compete more events than I did last time was a real fun opportunity. We really stepped up our game as a team as well. We brought the energy. We showed, again, the SEC what LSU is made of and what we can produce at an away meet. And it's cool to see our growth so far this season. Come from a few setbacks, but we're back on the rise, and we're doing a good job.
Are things? Do you feel differently now that you're an upperclassman? Now that you're one of the, and you have so many freshmen and sophomores on the team, especially this huge sophomore class. Do you feel like you have to be different? That you have to like, I have to show what to do. I have to. Sarah just said you're speaking up a little more.
Yeah, I mean, of course. I mean, the title of upperclassman kind of pushes you into the direction of being more of a leader and being more vocal, and not just showing by example, but being the one that people look up to. So I've definitely tried to play that role. I'm not a wordy person. I'm not much of a motivational speaker, so I try and lead in my own ways just by doing the right thing and providing my own type of leadership in a different way.
What kind of a confidence does that win over the weekend give you guys ahead going forward? I mean, coming off of 2 losses, to be able to get a win like that on the road against a top-5 team like that, I mean, this team has to be feeling good about themselves at this point.
Yeah, of course, we're feeling very good after the weekend. To come off an SEC win is fantastic in itself, but to just be able to analyse our performances and be able to see where we've stepped up our game from last week or the previous week, and making the fine-tunes to know where we can improve even more, and better that score. So we're moving progressively towards the goals we want to make this season.
Sarah's been on a tear this year. I mean, what has she kind of meant to this team, and just how seeing her be as successful as she's been, has that been kind of, I guess, inspiring the rest of the team, especially the younger girls as well?
We always joke that Sarah's the most average person because she's just so phenomenal at everything she does. But she really just brings that level of sincerity and humbleness to the team. We just know that when she goes up there, Sarah's got this and she's going to do her job, whether we've had a few mistakes in the lineup or whether we're doing great. We just know she's going to go up there, hit her routine the best of her ability, and how she does every day in the gym. And it's really good to know that we have that stability on the team.
You said every day in the gym, and the way that she practices, the way that she works hard in practice, is that something that's, do you see that effort, and does that kind of rub off on everybody else as well?
Of course, it definitely brings a level of confidence to everyone else. She leads by example. You can see everyone in practice just watching her, and people make comments and like, oh, I wish I could be as stable as Sarah Fingen or as good as Sarah, and she's just perfect and she's beautiful in everything she does. But she really does bring that type of motivation to want to be better and better ourselves, not just for you but for the team as well.
You are so expressive when you hit a routine, and you're like, I don't mean this as a knock. You almost look surprised sometimes. Is it that, or just the joy of the moment? What is that like when you hit that vault the other night? When you stuck that vault.
It's probably a bit of both. I mean, I don't stick vaults in practice. Like Bob always talks about, just doing good in the air, and the landing will come. But honestly, it's a bit of both. I mean, as an elite gymnast, you're not really, I wouldn't say allowed to be expressive, but the excitement level isn't there like it is in college gymnastics. And I've really tried to bring that out of myself, because I know that I'm a very serious person, and when I compete, I can look almost as if I'm going to cry. So I've really kind of pushed myself to take it all in and be the best kind of college gymnast I can be. And if you're expressive, I hope it kind of rubs off on my teammates and it fires them up and makes them happy.
Can you describe the move? Sarah was describing her vault, because yours is a blind landing. Yeah. Can you describe the moves, what they're called?
So it's a round off onto the springboard. You do a back flip back onto the vault table, and then you push off your hands and you do a 1.5 twist, and you're landing forwards. So you don't see the landing, it's blind landing. You just have to hope the floor's there.
Very good. I remember talking to you your freshman year, and just talking about how there's no equivalent for this back home for college athletics. What have you learned, or what adjustments have you had to make to this lifestyle? Because it is different, like you said. It's just maybe you had school, maybe you were home. I don't know if you were homeschooled or not.
No, I went to school.
You went to school,
Yeah.
so, and then homeschool gym. But this is different.
Yeah, I mean, it's different on every aspect, the cultural, the people, the accents, the food. But I've just, like I said, like I've really tried to push myself to enjoy the sport again, because in elite gymnastics, it can be very serious, and it can be your skill set is so big that you're focused on making sure that you hit those skills, whereas in college gymnastics, you're using your full repertoire of skills to choose the select few that you do the best. And it really gives you an opportunity to perfect those skills and to just enjoy being out there in front of how many thousand people in the PMAC or whoever we're competing against, and just enjoy the moment and be present. So.
Do you like spicy food?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
What's your favorite New Orleans food? Louisiana, I guess.
It's a test. Crawfish, I guess. Yeah.
Solid.
Could you speak to Bailey's role in this team, how she's been able to step up in moments where she's needed really at the last second?
Yeah, Bailey's done a really good job so far this season. She's been the alternate for most of our meets, at least in one, maybe two events. And she's to see her growth so far this season, to just be an alternate on the lineups is fabulous. I mean, she came in late, she mixed well with the team immediately, and something that we have to keep reminding her is that being in that alternate spot as a freshman is a huge accomplishment. The girls have been here however long, they've been here this whole preseason, and they've had to make those adjustments already, and her to come in and make those and just fit in where she has in the lineups is absolutely fantastic.
What do you think it is about her that allows her to, I guess, she came in late, but is able to step up in a position like this, like both times on the road in tough situations? What does that say about her?
She's a very driven kid. She knows where she wants to go. She knows what she wants. And sometimes she can be very hard on herself if she doesn't get that. But that'll come with experience, and for her to realize, hopefully in the future, when she looks back on her freshman year, she'll think, wow, I was an ultimate in those spots, and she'll be proud of what she did that year. And I'm excited to see her progressions and where she goes.
Everyone's doing their own thing. I know, but there's a little community of athletes from England here, like Shanice Norton and Cavell. Do you guys ever get to? Is there any kind of camaraderie there? You know.
I guess. I mean, whenever we pass each other, we're always saying hi to each other, and it is really nice to have that familiarity, even if it's just talking to someone with the same accent. But it is very refreshing, and yeah, I mean, we say hi, we talk, we hang out. So.
Do you get to a basketball game once in a while?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun.
And how often does your dad get to come see you perform?
He tries at least once a year. He's actually coming about 4 weeks' time, so he'll be here for the Georgia meet and the Oregon State meet. So.
Yeah. And what are you guys trying to get? I was asked this of Sarah. What are y'all stepping out of SEC competition this week? What are you guys looking for from this meet against NC State? Obviously, it's one you should get a W, but I mean, you're looking for more than that. Well, you know, I'm sure. What are you looking for?
Right now, we're definitely looking for consistency. We turned the corner last week, which was a really good to see, and it's just a case of doing what we did last week, but in a home crowd, bringing the consistency, bringing the joy that we brought last week, and just improving on the little pieces that we need to improve on. So we're better towards the end of the season.